What's happening, guys? Celtic CC here. I'm on my backup account and I can't be fucked to do a quest board today because I'm smoking a rollie and drinking a coffee. So I'm going to do some Lost Battlefield, okay? Right, because I'm doing really shit on Lost Battlefield. I haven't done any for ages. Okay, right, so I got another list. Got 15 things this time. Right, I know. Two secs. Right. So I watched this really fucking awesome video, right? And sorry, right. Two secs, hang on. And they're protesting. They're calling it Cali protests in Colombia, right? And they would do, yeah, like the normal sort of, like, you know, they were dressed up quite ninja style, and I think they cut up like fucking steel drums and shit to make as shields. And they were chucking like Molotovs and all, but they also chucking these like fucking white bag things that were just doing this really weird explosion. So I don't know if they're making like home explosives, whatever it was cool as fuck. It was a pretty mad little riot, like, and the police were just on total standstill, like they were just fucking stood there pretty much. They couldn't fucking go anywhere. They had them right pinned. And I don't know if this Cali is a place in Colombia or something to do with Hinduism. If you know, comment below. So yeah, it was a mad video, like. I actually got I got fucking banned from posting in the room in Reddit. I posted it. It was either that or the Greasy Show video, and I got banned from posting anymore. And That's Insane room. So, you know, once I get banned from posting in the room, I just say fuck you in and leave the room. Like, do you know what I mean? So like I've been banned for a couple of things now for putting videos on that they didn't like. Right. Okay. So what's this? Okay, right. I was saying in my last video about like social media problem, and this is something that's happened with a family member, right? Okay, so we've been having troubles recently, and we've been keeping in touch with emails, right? We've been going down the road of, you know, he's not very religious. He doesn't like me being religious. He tries to bring me sort of down to atheism, you know, pulling me backwards, like, and it's just impossible. You know, atheists can't beat the religious. It's impossible. Do you know what I mean? Because religious go one step further than the atheists. The atheists started the Big Bang. Religion goes what created the Big Bang. So they're always advanced, right? So you can't be beaten when you know your shit, right? And he's always had this real bravado when it comes to emails, right? But as soon as we're in a video phone call, he's fine. So I told him on the video phone, we saw a chair, and I text him like, "Oh, I'll forget all the religious shit. I'll You know, he didn't kick off in the phone video or anything like that. So I'll forget all the religious stuff. We'll just, you know, I'll send you like YouTube clips and stuff like that. We'll keep it like music and comedy and stuff like that." And it was all this fake bravado kicked off again. And he was kicking off again, acting the big man. Which he wasn't doing in the video phone call. Do you know what I mean? And this is the problem and the danger of technologies. It's like, certainly I would say to any sort of fucking, you know, if, say, I was involved in the military high up, I would say, right, you're all banned from keeping in touch with emails. It has to be video phone calls if it's something important. Maybe, you know, if it's shooting the shit, you know, trivial stuff, that's fine. If it's important, make sure it's a fucking video phone call. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the danger of technology. You get, you know, it's like the power of the word in a way. It creates a kind of, you know, false shield kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Right. Right, cancer and building trade. Okay, so this is a little story. You might have read it in one of my comments, and this is one thing I noticed which really set me down the environmental route, right? And this was when I was a builder, right? And for this company I worked for, we had all these empty buildings, right? And the law was passed that said any empty buildings being not being used would have to pay tax on unless they were in disrepair. So basically that pushed the whole fucking country all around the UK. And I talked to enough people to know this was going on, like, do you know what I mean? You know, like I was running a club night in Newport at the time, and I was talking to the owner of the club, and he was telling me about someone in the building trade as well, who was, you know, I had to do the same, and he was like, I can't believe it, I gotta go and fuck up all my buildings, like. And we basically just went in with fucking sledgehammers and shit and just wrecked up all the buildings, and at one point just fucking smashed all the furniture. I was like going on Facebook trying to see if anyone wanted any free furniture. I only managed to shift like a couple of tables, and I'm actually sat in the chair I got for myself now. Do you know what I mean? And I got a table in the garage, like, do you know what I mean? Like, off from it. But it was just insane, like, do you know what I mean? We had to just fuck all these buildings up and just trash them, like, for this stupid fucking law. And I know what it is, it's so they can keep the building trade ticking, but it was just disgusting. It really pushed me into realising, fuck, we are going down a bad road, like. Major bad. I mean, we smashed up furniture. There was nowhere to put it, so we had to burn the wood. We recycled the metal. Fucking disgusting it was, man, do you know what I mean? But we were forced to do it. It's fucking ridiculous, right? So what was it? Okay, so environmental news is saying that many African countries emit 0.6 tonne per capita, whereas they specifically target Australia, so don't take this with any offence if you've got ties with Australia or Australian or everything. I doubt any Aussies watch this, right? Australia pump out 25.06 tonnes. Not saying Australia's the worst, but they're obviously just using Australia as an example. Maybe it was an Australian article, I don't know. But it puts it into perspective how much cleaner African countries are than the more sort of developed countries, right? The other report is we kill trees twice as fast as we plant them. That's fucking useless. We're going to run out of fucking trees at that rate. It's obvious, right? The environmental field is saying the indigenous voices must be heard. A debate about biodiversity. All that fucking religious bullshit. You just cut the shit with all that now. I even remember Pope Francis, talking about how he made had a bit of a revelation when he was talking to indigenous people and thinking, oh, this has got nothing to do with evangelizing, that's it. And he managed to make a bit of a breakthrough with the indigenous people when he realised, they were trying to fight hard for the environment. So that's an important aspect of it, like some religions kind of, do the whole, like, waiting for heaven thing. It's the equivalent of, like, someone stood there and letting someone kill someone without actually defending them or trying to stop them because they think that's part of the plan. Do you know what I mean? That's the equivalent. Okay, right. So Prince Charles has been warning the world leaders of total catastrophe. So like I've been saying, cutting all that Antichrist Prince Charles bullshit. Prince Charles fighting hard at the moment. Good to see, obviously, representing Britain well. Right. USA greenhouses see a historic plummet because of working from home or not working and driving and stuff like that. So the COVID is having a good effect on America's pollution. The downside to that is you're facing economic collapse. The good side of that is, companies can suddenly find different ways to do work. Do you know what I mean? Which doesn't involve polluting, right? I read a report that the Navajo Nation basically were poisoned because of the nuclear arms industry, mining for nukes and everything. Just fucked up the Navajo Nation. Again, put it into perspective that, Native Americans need to be heard and their philosophy and wisdom recognised as being holy. And more holy than Christianity right now, no doubt about it. Right. Half of child psychiatrists surveyed say child patients have environment anxiety. So, any basically children of today are getting shit out about the environment. Personally, I'm in my 30s. The environmental thing was coming in and I recognised it and I've kind of, said fuck it a little bit to the system. I've down-leveled. I've ended up on YouTube and shit like that rather than trying to make shit tons of money. Do you know what I mean? So, here I am. Do you know what I mean? Right, so forest fires in Bolivia. Burned 3.4 million acres so far. Okay. Microplastic pollution found near the summit in Mount Everest. See, even the top of Mount Everest is getting fucked up. Good news for NASA. Got to recognise NASA are just about fucking space travel. They do actually do work for the environment. And they were talking about releasing a satellite to measure global sea level rise. That's how serious things are. NASA want to set up a satellite dedicated to it. Okay. Shout out to the Dalai Lama YouTube channel. Right, I like Buddhism. Gets his head out of the heavens and brings it back down to the ground. Which is, basically what the Bible teaches you. Maintain discipline. Right. Mother Earth discipline. His channel's excellent, but his wisdom's fantastic. The videos are a bit long though. Do you know what I mean? So, you might be good just sticking it on your TV instead of your computer or your phone or something. I already talked about this is the last one, but I already talked about the Reddit suppression. So I'm obviously hitting home. I mean, I actually got kicked out of a Native American room, which is quite funny. Because, but I can understand that. I was posting a lot of Russell Means stuff, so they probably thinking I was being a bit too pro Lakota. So I can understand that. It hasn't put me off Native American one. It was probably just one mod who got a little bit pissed off with it because I seem to be flexing Lakota too much. So I can understand that. So that's again going back to my perception of the tribal design. We all get a bit tribal. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's like what's the best example of it? Trump, for example. There's probably a lot of Americans think he's a Christian. He's fucking not a Christian. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Catholics in the Vatican. I just think they fucking still got their head in the heavens and not realising how shit the world's running. Do you know what I mean? It's shit like that. Like, do you know what I mean? But and they're not united enough with the Mother Earth discipline religion. I can't remember them preaching Mother Earth. Mother Earth's one of the most important. It is as important as the creator perception. Without the perception of Mother Earth, you don't bring the nurture element to environmentalism and looking after the planet. And you create sheepballs. Like I like to call them sheepballs. Instead of ones who will wolf it and, be like a wolf and fucking fight hard for Mother Earth. That's just my perception. Okay, right, sorry I fucked that up a little bit. I was smoking and drinking a cup of coffee. But, yeah, just a quick one with this. Well, I don't know how long that took, actually. Right. But, yeah, so I might do another one. It's just if I fill up a list, I'll come on and do one. I'm recording this on 10:30, 20th of November. Yeah, sorry I didn't play much of the game last week. I'll probably do like a rolling video or some shit soon. Alright, and cheers guys.